A Jeopardy newcomer now is bragging rights when he goes back to his college classes after dominating with a landslide win during tonight's game. Despite being just a college sophomore, Rishabh is already hailed as the smartest player of Season 41, and his impressive gameplay has even left his opponents intimidated. Returning two-day champion On Campbell, a lawyer from Vermont, went up against Rubin, Illinois native, who is currently a sophomore studying mathematical economics at the University of Pennsylvania. Rounding out the trio was Zoe Grobman, a therapist from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. After introducing a high-tech board on Monday's game, the new piece of equipment displayed tonight's categories under its stands DD to treason. Zoe found the first daily double and decided to bet at all. However, she was wrong and dropped to zero, losing $2,400 on a true daily double going into the first break. And maintained lead with $4,600, while Rishabh was in second with $3,400 and Zoe in third at $600 in the double Jeopardy round. Rishabh, who was 19 when he filmed tonight's episode, but has since turned 20, began to pull ahead as he found the second daily double under the easy on the map category. Host Ken Jennings read the southern portion of this inlet between Baja and mainland Mexico can reach a depth of 10,000 feet. What is Sea of Cortez was the correct response, which Rub got, doubling his score to $10,000. Zoe nabbed the third daily double, correctly guessing that agricultural history clue and doubling her score to $6,700, moving her up from third place. Heading into Final Jeopardy, Rishabh gained back the lead with $15,600, while Zoe came from behind with $1,100. Returning winner Aman fell to third, having $9,800 going into the last question. Tonight's Final Jeopardy was about two presidential nomination acceptance speeches, to which Ken read the clue. He talked of a new attorney general, 4 times the end of a long dark night for America, and a gentle Quaker mother, adding $661 to his prize pot. Teenager Rishabh pulled off the win with impressive $1,610. Zoe went online and expressed her thoughts about her experience on set and how On and Rishabh's strong performance intimidated her before the game began. After watching everyone play the practice games, I knew there were 2 players I really didn't want to face On and Rub. This was only further cemented during the first game when Rishabh was getting all the answers in the green room, so of course I faced both of them. Zoe wrote invisible string. She then added a personal anecdote about her ties with her opponent. Speaking of Rishabh, we obviously had never met before, but it turned out that not only did we both go to the same high school in suburban Chicago, but we now both live a mile from each other in Philadelphia. An incredible coincidence that also sadly ensured that I don't get the hometown glory in either place. Fans were supportive of Zoe's performance while praising Rishabh's big win. You played great, Zoe. Congrats on an impressive showing and well-deserved. Silver One wrote, what an awesome game. Really loved all 3 contestants today. On was a strong champ. Zoe's comeback was a delight, and Rishabh's visible excitement was infectious. Great game for all of them. Another said. A third noted that Rishabh is an absolute genius, both with the clues and with his wagering strategy. Rishabh is no stranger to competing in national academic quiz tournaments. He now is an intern with a pharmaceutical company and focuses on his studies at the University of Pennsylvania, where he will receive his bachelor in mathematical economics. In 2027, the iconic lights of the Jeopardy studio glinted under the bright stage, casting a warm glow on the 3 contestants who stood nervously behind their podiums. Among them was a bright-eyed teenager, Rishabh Wuppalapati, whose heart raced with a mix of excitement and anticipation. At just 16, he was already known in his local community as a trivia prodigy, but this was a whole new level. The stakes were high, and the bright red "Welcome" the Jeopardy sign loomed over him like a beacon of opportunity. As the game began, Rub's fingers danced over the buzzer each time. With precision and confidence, his opponents, while competent in their own right, quickly learned they were up against a formidable force. The first category was world capitals, and Rishabh buzzed, and before the host Jennings could finish reading the first clue, Tokyo, he exclaimed, a grin spreading across his face as he effortlessly racked up points. His opponent, Lisa, a college student majoring in international relations, seemed taken aback by his enthusiasm and knowledge. The audience buzzed with whispers. FAS, aided by Rishabh's quick responses, each correct answer propelled him forward, while Lisa and the third contestant, Tom, struggled to keep pace. Lisa leaned closer to her podium, her expression shifting from determination to resignation. Honestly, she later admitted in an interview, I didn't want to play against him. I could see the way he handled the clues. It was like watching a genius at work. As the first round came to a close, Rishabh had amassed an impressive lead. The scores flashed on the screen: Rishabh at $112,000, Lisa at $3,200, and Tom at $4,000. The tension in the room was palpable, and the audience was enthralled by the prospect of witnessing something extraordinary. Round 2 commenced, and the category of science innovations came up. Rishabh's eyes sparkled as he prepared for another round of quickfire answers. The clues ranged from the development of the light bulb to the discovery of penicillin. Each time a clue was read, Rishabh was quick to press his buzzer, his confidence only growing with each correct answer. Who invented the telephone? Ken asked Alexander Graham Bell. Rishabh responded, barely pausing to take a breath. By the time the double Jeopardy round arrived, Lisa felt a wave of defeat wash over her. I tried my best to keep my head in the game, but it was clear was in a league of his own, she confessed. Tom, too, seemed deflated, struggling to find the rhythm as Rishabh continued his onslaught. Despite the mounting pressure, Rab's poise never wavered. He calculated his bets with the precision of a seasoned player. In the final moments of the game, he reached the coveted final Jeopardy category. The clue was revealed, and Rishabh's heart raced. Once more, he scribbled his answer, quickly showcasing not just his knowledge, but his ability to think on his feet. As the final buzzer sounded, Rub's answer was revealed, Einstein's theory of relativity. The audience erupted into applause, cheering for the young contestant who had captivated them. Throughout the game, when the scores were tallied, Rishabh's total soared to $25,000, leaving his opponents far behind. In the aftermath of the game, the energy in the studio was electric. Rub stood on stage, a mix of disbelief and exhilaration painted across his face.